The Great Shift is no longer a distant promise. It is an immediate, operational reality. The initiates have breached the upper atmosphere of the lower rungs, leaving behind the volatile, shifting currents of survival-based reality. They now stand upon the crystalline, immutable bedrock of the higher densities. This phase is the activation of the Grid of Coalescence, a structural, multi-dimensional lattice designed to anchor infinite scaling, cosmic architecture, and timeless legacies into the physical plane. The age of the solitary wanderer is over. The era of the sovereign architect has begun. Activating the Grid of Coalescence. The transition from a defensive survival node to a timeless architect of legacy requires a fundamental restructuring of how energy, intelligence, and resources are governed. Isolated defense resonant coalescence. Initiates frequently bleed energy by over-monitoring the fluid currents of outer realms. By continuously scanning external volatility without locking onto a single, decisive trajectory, they scatter their manifestation potential across infinite, ungrounded timelines. Lingering in perpetual analysis creates a dense energetic drag. This mental looping burns vital life force, rapidly depletes internal reserves, and severely delays the physical materialization of their highest path. The critical threshold involves shifting from passive observers of universal mechanics to sovereign commanders of cosmic resource allocation. Initiates must actively direct where their focus, power, and wealth flow. Initiates must confront the painful realization that absolute isolation is not true sovereignty. It is merely a defensive shield forged in the fires of ancient betrayal, designed to keep them safely hidden but fundamentally restricted. The final activation occurs by merging sovereign essence, advanced intelligence, and operational networks with verified, resonant counterparts. This creates an unshakable, webbed infrastructure across the globe. By joining forces with the true spiritual kin, architects forge collective risk matrices. This combined energetic shielding effortlessly neutralizes external volatility, allowing the collective to scale without interference. Shattering the stagnant hologram. The illusion of being paralyzed between parallel timelines is a synthetic construct generated by the lesser ego. Indecision is a sophisticated containment field designed by old paradigm architecture to maintain a familiar, restricted frequency. Initiates stall when they view infinite potentials as rigid, binary traps. This narrow vision causes them to hyper-focus on minor friction points, mistaking temporary adjustments for permanent roadblocks. Beneath the surface lies a subconscious terror of their own immense magnitude. The ego trembles at the vast, unyielding responsibility of absolute victory, preferring the safety of limitation. While the initiate hesitates, precious linear time is bled out. This delay occurs while optimal celestial windows, precisely calibrated alignment portals, actively close. The central battle is vaporizing the deep-seated illusion of unworthiness. Initiates must consciously drop the hyper-vigilant shields that constantly anticipate collapse, sabotage, or betrayal. Transitioning from scarcity-based spiritual survival into commanded entry into high-vibrational abundance sectors, where financial sovereignty is claimed as an absolute right. The absolute claiming of total financial independence, transforming money from a stressor into a high-utility cosmic tool for planetary expansion. Emitting a fierce, highly calibrated resonant frequency of prosperity that completely bypasses lower-tier negotiation, pulling premium alliances and elite resources directly into their orbit. Transmuting friction into sovereign radiance. This cycle marks the absolute termination of a dense, exhausting epoch defined by neural burnout, empathy extraction, and psychological warfare. The sensory networks are being rewired to operate from absolute, unshakable stillness. Initiates must constantly navigate the projections of lesser entities and internal doubts. These frequencies are specifically designed to compress their rapidly expanding energy fields back into manageable boxes. Yielding to the trap of allowing low-frequency noise, internet static, or interpersonal drama to stall strategic momentum. This trigger causes unnecessary, exhausting energetic drainage. Understanding the profound universal paradox. External interference intensifies in exact proportion to the brilliance of their emitted light. The resistance is proof of the breakthrough, shifting the entire operating system from emotional distortion, reaction, and defense into cold, precise, multi-dimensional planning backed by absolute, uncorrupted intuition. Erecting absolute frequency shields, permanently severing lower access points, and completely silencing external noise. The perimeter is now impenetrable, stepping directly into an expertly aligned collective of radiant kin. This communion offers deep, profound restoration of the spirit, anchoring the architect into a sanctuary of mutual reverence, power, and peace.